What's up, residents? It's your Mayor, Alistair, back once again to talk about everything big and green. Yes, Shrek! This guy hates people trespassing in his swamp, but one day... Wait, no, I mean Godzilla! And unless you've been living under a rock for the past few days, you'd know that the Apple TV Plus show, Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, has finally been revealed after what feels like forever. And with it, we have tons of new info about how it connects to the rest of the series. So strap in as we go over the new info on how Monarch: Legacy of Monsters connects to Godzilla, and why that will be awesome for the MonsterVerse. Possibly the biggest drawing point of the series, obviously apart from Godzilla himself, is how this show is set to really solidify the lore of the MonsterVerse. We've of course had comics like Godzilla Awakening or Aftershock, but quite a lot of the lore has been flimsy at best. For example, in Awakening, they claim Godzilla himself is ancient, as in older than the dinosaurs at 250 million years old ancient. But then retconned it in Dominion, so where he's only a few 100,000 years old. But since Legacy of Monsters is live action, it will be able to really solidify what the lore of the MonsterVerse is, so we can stop dancing around the comics, trying to figure out what's canon and what's not, which will really help push this cinematic universe to the next level, where it feels like a true, connected story. So what did we learn first from this reveal? Well, we have a new synopsis, which helps bind this information you're about to hear together. In this epic journey, which follows the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco, and the shocking revelation that monsters are real, Monarch: Legacy of Monsters tracks two siblings following their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to the secretive organization known as Monarch. Clues lead them into the world of monsters and ultimately down the rabbit hole to Army Officer Lee Shaw, taking place in the 1950s and half a century later, where Monarch is threatened by what Shaw knows. The dramatic saga spanning 3 generations reveals buried secrets and the ways that epic earth-shattering events can reverberate through our lives. Now, a name was revealed to us through that synopsis: Army Officer Lee Shaw, played by Kurt Russell for the modern day scenes, and his son Wyatt Russell for the period scenes set in the 50s, which is just genius, by the way. But who is Lee Shaw? Well, he actually had a prominent role in Godzilla Awakening, as he survived an attack from the Shinomura and would go on to found Monarch alongside Ishiro Serizawa's father, Eiji. Following the 1945 Hiroshima bombings, the Shinomura, a radioactive parasite colony that merged together to form one entity, was woken from its hibernation and it began to feast on humanity. But eyewitnesses claimed a giant crocodilian-like monster would rise from the ocean to chase it away. Obviously, this is referring to Godzilla. So we could see these events in the live-action series as they discover the King of the Monsters for the first time and witness their great, brutal battle. I'm really hoping we get to see these people's reactions to the Titans and experience the pure existential dread firsthand. I love where the MonsterVerse is now, it's super fun, but this tone is just peak Godzilla to me. Like, honestly, if it can capture the pure terror of seeing these creatures for the first time, this show has the potential of being the best piece of media in the MonsterVerse yet. One of my favorite scenes in Godzilla 2014 is the opening, where it actually treats Godzilla like this monster you only hear about from myths and legends, where you only catch glimpses of him from the corner of your eye, but you could have just as easily mistaken him for some jagged rocks and crashing ocean waves. That is, until he makes full landfall, only to be met with the power of 1,000 suns, a bright white flash illuminating the sky as if he became God incarnate. We may even get to see this scene expanded upon in the show, as Shaw was involved with the Shinomura event, where they used the atomic bomb to kill it, and then proceed to fail to kill Godzilla using the most powerful nuclear weapons they had at the time. Witnessing this failure could have left Shaw fearful of Godzilla and disillusioned with Monarch by the time we see him in Legacy of Monsters modern events. So he could, in a way, be the human antagonist of the show, working against Monarch. The synopsis even hints towards that. Though Shaw isn't the only legacy character returning. Another name which you all might recognize from Skull Island will also be making an appearance. Before we reveal it, be sure to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today, so you keep up to date with everything Godzilla and Kong related. Anna Sawai, one of the leading actors in the show, is reportedly playing the daughter of Bill Randa. Her name will be Kate Randa, and as the synopsis suggests, she will be discovering all about how her family is connected to this secret monster hunting organization after all hell breaks loose in San Francisco. One of the first images revealed to us regarding the show was Randa's Monarch bag that he brought to Skull Island, which has since been recovered. This bag has likely been passed down to Kate as she now wants to learn more about the Titans and how to work with them, whilst Shaw wants to work against them and how to kill them. But that's not all. On the cast list is Anders Holm, who will even be playing a younger Bill Randa, likely in the same episode set in the 50s, where we get to see a young Shaw in. We'll learn more about who Bill really is, and perhaps even dive into how the naval vessel USS Lawton was destroyed and what monster caused it. And whilst nothing has been confirmed yet, I'm really hoping we get to see Serizawa's father. Seeing all three of these legacy characters together would be like a MonsterVerse Avengers. That would be just next level. The show is being described as a deep dive into how different generations react and deal with the rise of Titans. So we're going to expand on the events of Awakening in the 50s, learn about the monsters for their first time, and get to know the characters that have helped forge Monarch, and then fast forward to 2014, where we get to see how far Monarch has come, and how they deal with these Titans rising once again, but this time in mass-populated areas, taking everything they've learned throughout the decades and outfitting it in San Francisco. I'm loving how the show looks to really embrace the history of the MonsterVerse and truly grow and expand the series to be something greater, something Skull Island, whilst being something I enjoyed, didn't really do. But what do you think of Monarch Legacy of Monsters so far? Are you hyped? Let us know in the comment section down below. Be sure to give this video a Kong-sized thumbs up if you want more updates like this. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.